I feel really fortunate to have the privilege to be the first person to call you Dr. Johns. Dr. Big Shot Johns, or is it just Dr. Johns? All right, thank you. We now have the honor of hearing from two of your fellow graduates. I'm delighted to introduce Troy Williams, Springfield Gardens, Bachelor of Arts, Educational Studies from Springfield Gardens, New York, and then we'll hear from Andrea Schindler, Master of Science, Curriculum and Instruction from Fairfax, Virginia. Please join me in welcoming Troy as your first speaker.
Well, greetings, faculty, invited guests, and my fellow graduates. I'm Troy Wilson, and today we celebrate a great milestone in our life journey. I've often heard it's not how you begin a journey that's most important, but it's really how you finish that speaks deeply about the person that you are. And so I'll share with you how I started my journey. I was born to two young people who did not complete high school. I was raised by my grandmother, who instilled in me a deep sense of pride and passion for my history, culture, and education. Because my mom valued the importance of getting a really good education, she asked me if I could stay with my grandmother during the week. My grandmother, who served in the New York City Department of Education schools for over 30 plus years, she knew a lot about those schools, and some of the best were in her district. And so even with all of that, my family made sure I was always on the right path. However, I was that young man who used to play games in math class. I fell out of my seat. I fought every Friday in 6th grade and adopted a class clown mentality. But I had a principal and teachers who did not give up on me. It's interesting how the tables turn. Today, in my life journey, I get to celebrate graduating with a degree in special education. If I looked on Facebook, I'd probably find all of those teachers who were patient and spent time caring for me, and I'd apologize. Not only because I'm deeply sorry, but because I understand the depth of the work that goes into being a passionate and transformational educator. I understand that they had to go through long hours of study, lesson planning, and taking their own personal exams to ensure that they were adequately prepared to support their students. I get it now. I get it because WGU helped me to understand the full scope of the responsibility in being an educator. While my skills were developed, and yes, I learned so many great things, I also experienced the impact of educators who deeply cared about me being successful. I received support from my mentor, especially when I texted at random hours asking for help, and a host of resources from my instructors. They wanted to make sure that I was prepared to pass every objective and performance assessment. And even when I was challenged to go through a long and arduous process to retake an exam, it was because my instructors wanted to make sure that I was fully prepared. And so yes, this included taking exams at random hours in the middle of the night when my 3-year-old was asleep, and I showed the world and myself that I was a true night owl. And I promise you, the difficulties on the journey prepared me for where I am today. I grew up around many who had diverse learning needs. 2 of my younger siblings were students with individualized education plans, and I was identified as a student with gifted and talented, exceptional learning needs. And now on my life's journey, I get the beautiful opportunity to support young people being fully equipped by WGU to understand their specific needs and help them learn. Today, I get to be that educator, one who deeply cares about the success of my students, one who deposits seeds of hope and encouragement for them to accomplish their dreams. I get to be that educator that, like the late Rita Pearson declared, a champion for every student. And so today I challenge you to remember this. It's not just how you begin your journey, but it's also how you end one. I'm one who didn't start a journey off great, but I received opportunities throughout my life because I had educators in middle school, especially my principal, who saw me falling, loved me, and cared enough about me to push me. Family members who did whatever it took for me to learn my passions and pursue them. And most recently, like some of you families sitting in the audience today, I got to sit where you are sitting. And I got to celebrate my wife, who graduated from WGU last May with a master's degree in instructional design. And seeing her walk across the stage reminded me the importance of pursuing my journey. And that's the power of believing it's not only how you begin a journey, but how you end your journey. And so my encouragement today, take inventory of where you are and know that you too can make choices. Graduates, we've made a choice. We've made a choice to recognize that it's never too late to pivot in our life's journey, because we can, you can, and will continue to accomplish great things. May we never stop believing in our dreams. May we remember it's not how we start, but how we finish. Congratulations, class of 2023. Now, let's go and change the world. Thank you.